So this session, we were just going through some quick wins. This session is all about staying in routine when life is busy during the holiday season. I felt like it was timely. My intuition was telling me we got to do this. I got to give you guys the tools moving forward for next week. Because think about it, next week is first week of December. You got 24 days till Christmas.
Yeah, and you were talking about emotions.
Yeah.
I'm Cancerian, my star sign, and I'm the queen of emotions. I can see an ad on TV and I'll start crying. So yeah.
It's amazing. So let's dive straight into it. Okay. So this session is not about trying to fix something. You guys aren't broken. It's all about giving you guys the awareness first, and then me giving you guys practical tools that you can just do straight away. It's easy, it's not time consuming, and you have that awareness of when you feel triggered or when this happens, you can apply it in real time. How does that land with you guys?
Good. Good.
If you guys think about the holidays, if you think about the word holidays, as in the festive holidays, what does how does it feel for you? What comes to your mind?
Family,
Yeah,
stress.
stress. Ooh.
Very social.
Social. Yeah,
I can't even think Christmas at the moment, Nigel. It's just not on my radar. Mm,
it will be soon in 24 days time, 25 days time.
yeah, yeah, I'm just not in the zone at the minute. Yeah, just got, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll get there. Mm,
I get that. Eventually, it's gonna happen. Next
well, I
thing you
hope so.
know, you're like, oh my gosh, it's one more week till Christmas. I gotta get Christmas decorations. I gotta do this. Then you're just on autopilot, you know.
Mm.
So it's busy. It can feel emotional, and maybe it can feel a little bit messy. So for us, if you think about what's one thing that makes holidays feel busy for you, what's one thing? What's one thing that makes holidays feel busy for you?
Getting ready for it.
Buying the
Yep.
gifts and getting ready for the meal that the whole family is expecting.
Yeah,
Yeah, preparation along with work
yeah,
because you got to work right up till the day, so you're under pressure.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Anyone else?
There's more to do,
There's more to do.
and
Yeah.
it usually changes your normal routine.
How do we feel about that as soon as it changes your normal routine?
Chaotic.
Chaos.
Stress.
Yes.
Got to clean the house if it's here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough time in the day.
Not enough time of the day. Yes. Could we extend more time in the day? If I gave you an extra 2 hours, Mari, do you think you can add it in?
Yes, but then you get tired from not having enough sleep.
Well, you only get 24 hours of the day, right?
Yeah.
One word that I've highlighted in my notes right here, it's D, what you're saying is chaos. So if you,
Yes.
the things that I teach you guys, if you think about the brain loves patterns, loves patterns. It goes, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to feel. This is what's going to happen next. This is what's going to happen next. This is what's going to happen next. And then what happens is chaos disrupts that. So if it disrupts those patterns, what happens to your nervous system?
Goes through the roof.
Frazzle.
Yeah. Your, your nervous system dysregulates, meaning it's not balanced. So what happens when it's, so you remember there's two parts of your nervous system. You got your sympathetic and your parasympathetic. Your parasympathetic is you're in the knowing. You're calm, relaxed, you're structured, you're routine, you're choosing the emotions. On the flip side, your sympathetic nervous system, if that's triggered, what happens? You're in a rush, your adrenaline is kicking in, cortisol rises, you're in alert,
Stressed.
stress. So then what happens? Our brain goes straight into keep me safe with comfort food, right? Because it's needing safety.
Mm.
So is that like your brain's looking for something familiar and that's why it makes you think you want to eat?
What is familiar?
Yes, that's what I was thinking, like your brain's like, oh, this is food, you know this. Eat this, you'll feel normal. Is
Yeah.
that how yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
You
sense.
feel normal and safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is with those comfort food, right? I don't even like calling it comfort food because that means if we're insinuating there's a comfort food, then that means on the flip side, a salad makes you discomfort or uncomfortable.
And most of the time the comfort foods make you uncomfortable anyway. Makes you uncomfortable.
Yes, which goes again, why that's the feeling, right? When we have this desire of those foods, but it makes us feel uncomfortable. Do we have the wisdom and the hindsight to say, I'm craving this comfort food? No. That's the thing with these types of foods is it hijacks, meaning it interrupts your ability to think better decisions. It it hijacks your dopamine reward system. You don't think when I eat chocolate it's going to make me feel a certain way. You just eat it for the sake of eating it. The thing with you guys is you guys, like I said, you guys aren't broken. It's all about understanding and having the awareness when this chaos starts to kick in.
Hey Nigel, I have to
Yes.
say, when we talked about a couple of weeks ago, I think, about believing that the food was good for us
Ah,
and
yeah.
that's changed everything for me. I have
In what?
not craved chocolate because I don't identify it as a comfort food. So I just thought I'd bring that up. And I didn't even have cake for my birthday because I just wasn't, I don't have that
Yeah.
comfort
Yep.
food identity with those foods anymore. So it's changed everything. And I just focus more on protein's going to make me feel better
Mm-hmm.
because what you say, protein can change
Your
your
emotions. Yeah.
emotions.
Yep.
So that's been a massive help for me.
For sure.
Thank you. I just thought I'd bring that up.
Oh, good. I
Seeing
can
we,
always count on you being a hype woman. Hello. So what did you do to change that belief in terms of food?
well, I started every time I'd eat something, I would breathe and go, this is going to be, this is going to nourish me.
Hmm.
This food is going to be a good thing for me,
Hmm.
and because it made everything neutral,
Yeah.
and there was no emotion. There's no emotion attached to food for me anymore. It's broken it,
Hmm. For
which is
sure.
really powerful.
Yeah. Maybe it's we've disconnected or disassociated the negative emotions around food.
Yes.
And more so you ascribing, meaning you add meaning, positive emotions to food. For example, when I eat protein, it nourishes my body. It helps calm my nervous system now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I've had negative emotions with food since I was a young child, and
Mm,
it just feels it's like I've got a sense of peace over my association with food now.
yeah. Now, think it's Christmas tomorrow. Everyone is just there. You've got those familiar foods. What are you going to choose in that moment?
Well, I think planning ahead with healthy food is something that I'm going to focus
Exactly.
on.
Yeah. So planning ahead. So the first exercise I'm going to get you guys to do is I've called it your 5-minute non-negotiables. Okay. I've also posted this inside our other group, the tribe group. So think of it this way. If next week was chaos, what's one tiny habit you still want to keep? So
Being
it's a
prepared.
non-negotiable. Yeah?
Yeah, being prepared. Maybe meal
Yeah.
planning something that you know that you can, that is good for you, that will help you.
Yep. The ladies, the ones that are in the tribe, the other group, the tribe group, I posted something up this morning. If you guys can open that group up on your phone and then paste in or comment, what is your 5-minute non-negotiable? So here are some ideas. Your 5-minute non-negotiable could be going for a 5-minute walk. It could be making sure when you break your eating window, meaning when you start your eating window, start it with protein. Yes, protein helps regulate your nervous system. It helps you burn body fat. But the main thing has got to do with calming your nervous system first as your first meal. If you have chocolate as your first meal, how would you feel, right? So yes, if you guys can take 2-3 minutes to complete this exercise, and then that way we'll go through it and then move on to exercise 2. So what would be your 5-minute non-negotiable?
It doesn't need to be around food or just something in your day that you're definitely going to do.
Yeah. It has to be a non-negotiable for you.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be like food based.
It doesn't have
Just
to be
like
food-based. It could be you doing your daily anchor first thing in the morning,
that's exactly what I was thinking, doing that. And the
right?
audio, listening to the
Yeah,
audio.
it could be listening to your audio to prime. It's called perception priming. I've taught this in a different masterclass. Whereas in neuroscience, perception priming is like you get your brain to focus on one thing and one thing only throughout the day. Like, for example, when you guys had bubs, when you had babies, did you guys ever wondered why do you start to see other pregnant women around you?
You're aware of it because, like, once you're pregnant, it's like when you get in your
Yeah,
car and they're
but
everywhere.
it
And it's
wasn't
in your
raining
mind.
pregnant women.
It brings it into your mind. It's like when you get a new car and then all of a sudden they're everywhere.
Yeah, you're like, I got a green car. Now you start seeing green cars.
Yeah.
It's not because it's magic. It's because now you've honed your brain to focus on one thing, and
What's
that's
that
and that's
called?
perception priming.
Perception finding. And what part of your brain is that?
It would be your DNM, so your default net mode. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I can't
So
get into, sorry,
yeah.
I'm trying to get into the school app because that's where we put those 5 things, yeah? It's
Yeah.
not letting me go in for some reason.
Oh, I'll help you after, Helen.
Okay, thanks, Nigel.
All good. Okay, so
What the hell's going on? Sorry, I'm sitting
anyone
up
w-
a bit.
anyone else would like to share their 5-minute non-negotiable?
I've recently started boiling eggs. I'll boil 10,
Yeah,
have 2 for breakfast that morning,
nice.
and then
Yeah,
keep the rest in the fridge. So throughout the day, if I feel peckish, I'll grab a hard-boiled egg. Or
done. Yeah,
last night we had pasta as a meal, but I had 2 boiled eggs before I ate some pasta,
Hey,
so that
okay.
way at least it
Yeah,
picked up my protein.
for sure. Yeah,
And I've always loved hard-boiled eggs.
yeah. It's
East
easy, it's quick.
Easter's dangerous for me.
I'd rather you eat as many eggs. So one egg has about 7 grams of protein. So if you have 2 eggs,
14, yeah.
that's 14.
Yeah.
If you're like me, where I need to have 36 to 40 grams of protein per meal, then that means you will have to have 6 to 7 eggs. But you don't need to do that.
And there are nights when I say to the boys, "What's for dinner?" And they say, "Do we have ham?" And it's like, "Yes." They go, "Omelette." So just chop up some
Yeah,
ham, put the
an
eggs
egg.
in there, and yeah.
Yeah, green eggs and ham.
They're
Okay,
eating for good hormones. How much protein should we be having?
beg your pardon? Say that again.
Uh, Eat like how much protein should we be having for happy hormones?
So you want 2 grams per kilo of your ideal body weight.
Okay.
But I'm going to add caveat to that because that will also determine on how much skeletal muscle tissue you have. But I use that as just a baseline because it just makes things a lot easier. But
Yeah.
if you've got, for example, Heather got a Hume band, right, Heather? So you can check how much skeletal muscle mass you have.
Oh.
So the more, here's another thing you guys don't need to worry about. I do. The more protein that you guys have in your body, let me rephrase that. The more skeletal muscle mass that you have in your body, the more protein you actually have to have. Because what's happening is now we're slowly transitioning your body from, instead of using carbs as fuel, sugar as fuel, because carb is sugar, we're now using protein as a much more efficient energy source.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you.
I gave you a long answer to that, Nirvana.
Yeah, that's all right. I just doubled my ideal weight.
Yeah, that's it. So let's say your ideal weight is 60 kilos. That means you need about 120 grams of protein.
Yeah.
Then the meal plans that we give you weekly, it should average out about 100 grams of protein. If you're like, okay, I don't necessarily want to have chicken tonight again, then still use that same concept of that recipe, but then change the protein source to, let's say, salmon or beef, but making sure it's the same amount of protein.
Cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you.
All good.
Can I ask the question?
Yeah.
So, how do you know what your ideal weight is? So, my friends are actually starting to say, "Oh, I think you look thin enough," but I'm still overweight for my weight and for age kind of thing. I'm still in the obese side of things.
Side of things.
And yet my friends are
Mm.
saying, "Oh, you don't need to lose any more weight," but I can see it.
Yeah.
Like I've still got a tummy, I've still got um, you know, but I am getting negative feedback about going any smaller.
Yeah.
So how do you work that out?
Good question, right? When we're in this journey of getting healthier, you
Yeah,
you you start to truly see who's there in your corner cheering you on and go, "Whoop, go girl, you're losing
yeah,
weight, you're doing this." For me, it's not about, because I call it your happy weight, right? But your
yeah,
happy weight, you should just be happy throughout the process of when
yeah,
you're losing weight. So when you
yeah,
get down to your ideal weight, it just reaffirms what you've been feeling all along.
yeah.
So that's the long answer. Short answer would be it's all context. It's all case by case. Everyone
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
would have
Okay.
different answers to that, right?
Yeah.
the main thing is all about being happy throughout that process, and then allow your body
Yeah,
just to
I
manifest the
think
way that how you feel.
I know that I still feel a little bit overweight in myself.
Yeah.
Um, I think I think you can actually work it out yourself, but it's really hard when you have your friends saying, "Oh, I don't think you should lose any more weight because you look fine."
Mm.
Um, but I've still got a stomach, and yeah, I think it's what's right for me and how I
Exactly.
feel. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And obviously, I don't want to go to my former shape, which was very like I only weighed about 55 kilos when I was 26,
Mm.
but I don't want to be that small again. Like because of my age, I think I need a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you for answering that.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, Mari, that's the reason why you're in this tribe, is you
yeah,
guys are on the same journey, right? You guys
yeah,
understand what we need to do is obviously rewire our and heal these parts of us, and just
yeah, and that
focus.
would be a psychological reason why I'm struggling, to be honest, with
Mm.
going any further. Because like sometimes in life you get negative responses, and I'm very, very sensitive to negative responses.
Yeah.
Um, so you got some friends around you thinking, oh, you know, but
Mm.
it does, what people say goes in. You don't
Yeah.
want it to, but it
It's
can
true.
go in. So yeah.
You want
And
you want
I'm hypersensitive to what people say.
would you like me to give you the secret sauce for that? To
Yeah,
cure the
yeah,
disease to please.
yes.
Right, yeah,
I
I'm gonna yeah,
I definitely have a disease to please. I've had it all my life, and it has caused setback after setback, to be
yes,
honest.
yes.
Uh, which
Uh,
goes like psychologically, it goes from when I was a little girl and starved of love, but it still happens, and you still fight it every day.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
All right,
I don't know.
I'm gonna hijack this because we're gonna go on a
Yeah,
tangent. I know what's gonna happen. So
yeah,
the secret sauce with this
yeah,
is you focus on your own internal voice, your inner dialogue.
yeah.
You have no control over external noise. You
Mm,
don't have that
mm,
control. What you do have control of is your own internal voice,
mm.
your intuition.
And I think from
How
this
you
course,
sorry,
I
Mara.
think from this course, sorry, I think from this course that I have learnt to follow my own mind now, but it's
Yeah,
still a habit, still a
yes.
habit. So yeah, it's breaking that habit. But yeah,
So you guys have the tools to build your internal voice. What are these tools? What are the tools that I've given you?
Stay in the calm.
Yeah, what are these tools? What are these practical
Oh,
tools I've given you?
the audios that you're sharing with us.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I've created this concept because if you think of babies, they don't have internal voice, like they don't create their own internal voice.
mm,
Who helps us create this internal voice is our caregivers. As soon as we come out of the womb, the two sensories that we use as a baby is eyesight, right? Sorry, not
mm,
eyesight, feeling. So kinesthetic, so feeling to see if you're in danger. And the
yeah,
second sensory is hearing, because you can't see yet as a baby. You have to
yeah,
hear. So that's why when we I've created these audios because it works in your advantage as a human, because we use that as your sensory, your first thing to teach your
Yeah,
internal voice.
and I'll definitely practice that. Yeah, thank you.
This is actually a perfect segue to the next exercise, which is called your holiday trigger map, which is going to be all these triggers, these external things. So what we're going to do is we're going to identify where routine usually breaks without shame. Busy times aren't the problem. The triggers inside them are. So I'm going to give you guys an example. If you guys have a pen and paper, you're going to write. You don't have to do this. Actually, do this now because you guys are going to have other priorities to do later on. You can redo it again later. The first thing is you're going to write people triggers.
Equal.
People
Oh,
triggers.
people. Okay.
Yeah. And that's like the category, right? And you write down, what are the triggers? What is it? Family pressure, friends, comments, taking on other people's energy, if you're an empath. And this list can go on for as long as you want. The more that you spend time writing this down, remember, the first thing is having awareness. We don't usually spend time diving into these things, but now you guys have the opportunity to now. So that's the first category, is people triggers. Once you've written a few down, the next category is called time triggers, right? Is it rush mornings? Is it late at night? Is it, we've got this christening happening, or we've got this Christmas parties happening in my community? All these things. Now you are aware of these time triggers. Once you've written a few down, the last trigger is food triggers. What is certain foods that trigger grazing, snacking while cooking? Maybe it's holiday rules. It's Christmas time. I can go all out. I can drink bubbles for your troubles while I'm cooking dinner. And now, once you create this map, you'll have like this map, right? All these things that you've listed down. Think about what's a trigger that hits you every holiday, every year. So what's a trigger that hits you every holiday, every year?
I know.
Champagne.
What was that?
Champagne.
Bubbles for your troubles.
Yeah.
How do we feel when we have champagne afterwards? Besides being in the fun zone.
That's the problem. I really like it.
What's the emotion?
Well, I don't drink very often, so I do have it at Christmas time, and
Yeah.
I buy French champagne, which is no preservatives, no toxins,
Hmm.
and I just feel like it's a celebration, but I don't feel bad about it at all. That's the problem.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's good. That means you got a neutral relationship with champagne,
yeah,
which is good because, like you mentioned, you don't drink it at all, like frequently. So
mm,
therefore, it's not an addiction.
yeah.
That's a good sign.
Mm.
So think of another trigger that hits you every holiday.
I'm pretty organized, so I actually don't stress about Christmas because I start organizing in January.
Cool. So you
I
have your
never, I've never ever stressed since I've started. I start buying gifts in January and wrap and tag and put it in a basket as I go through
as
the
in
year.
this January, like January that just passed.
Yeah. So
It's
usually
amazing.
I'm all done and
11
dusted
months.
by I'm usually done and dusted by the end of July, and then
Amazing.
yeah, and then I pre-buy any non-perishables because I used to have a clinic that was so chaotic and crazy
Yeah.
um, that I just knew that the month before Christmas I needed to be completely organized, and
Yeah.
now I'm in so
Yeah.
much of a routine. I don't stress at all over
Good.
Christmas.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
it's just a good practice that I've got in a habit of.
Yeah. It's just that mental organization, right?
Hmm.
Especially when you're in the midst of chaos during the holiday period, it's it's just a bit more challenging to have that mental organization.
Well, it's if it's already done though,
If it's
it's
already in the
done.
done list, then
Yeah, and it's also takes the financial pressure away because
yeah,
I even buy once a month. I buy a Coles gift voucher of $100.
yeah,
So at Christmas time, I have my list already done for like Coles or Woolies, and I just go
yeah,
online and use the gift voucher. So the list's already done.
yeah.
But I'm not that organized in all areas of my life, so I don't think I'm that good.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a learning process, Heather.
yeah.
But these are good suggestions. Maybe the ladies, when you guys rewatch
Well,
this.
that's what I just, everyone's saying there's stress over it. I haven't stressed over Christmas for probably 25 years because I've set all that up
Mm,
and stuck to that. And it takes financial pressure off. I don't
mm.
go near the shops at all before Christmas.
Oh my
I'll
God, then you gotta
not
wait
go
in
near the
line.
shops. No,
Yeah,
I won't. I don't even have to go to the shops now.
yeah.
I'm all done.
I took my family to DFO because I was in Brisbane last week.
Oh. Yeah.
That was chaos.
Yeah, see, I shop out in Boxing Day sales, and then I do end of financial year sales, and then
Yeah, yeah,
everything's done.
yeah, yeah.
Have done a little bit of Black Friday stuff, but that's it. I'm done now. It's all done. It's the best feeling because you don't stress. You can actually enjoy Christmas and
Yeah,
um,
just be present.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's the main thing that I'm getting you guys to do is getting now you have the tools, you have this holiday map, right? So first step is awareness. Then it's all about, okay, I have this awareness of what triggers me. What is the tools to make sure that when I do get triggered, how do I overcome this? How do I have this pattern interruption? How do I decrease my emotional reactivity so then I can be more wise in that moment? So, who else? One more. What's one trigger that hits you every holiday? What about you, Dean?
Um, yeah, no, I always found Christmas like the stressful thing, like being organized, and it's always every year think I'm going to be more organized or I'll put money aside, and every year something happens and it doesn't happen. I listen to what Heather said, and like that's really, really good advice. But at
Mm,
the same time, that would make me feel super uncomfortable and more stressed because then I'd feel like Christmas was a never-ending loop. Like all year you're preparing for Christmas, and then here you go again. And I would
Yeah.
actually feel more chaotic. I was just listening to like it sounds really good. Like, yep, start in January, do a little
Yeah.
bit. But yeah, like I said, that would just I'd feel like I was in,
Yeah.
and that to me magnifies the day. Like it's one day of the year, and you spend all year getting ready for it. Like,
Yeah.
but I was just thinking after what Heather said, the stuff like buying the Coles gift voucher, or so I reckon that's something that would make me comfortable to feel like getting ready for
Yeah.
it. Each month I could buy a gift card or put some
Yeah.
money aside. Then you're preparing, but I'm not uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. At
So
the end
that
of the day,
was,
you just got to find what works for you.
yeah. So thank you, Heather, because that was some really, really good tips. And then it's good, like in that moment, to go through and think how it makes me feel. There you go, Nigel.
Yes.
um, and then thinking of taking like different advice, how
Yeah.
that would work. So thank you, Heather. That was and
Yeah.
Nigel was helpful.
That's okay.
Yeah, because that's my big things is the financial stress and being organized. Because I always just
Yeah.
seem to be in a state of chaos.
Again, you just got to find what works for you. Like for my sister, she organizes the Christmas tree in like September. I'm like, sister, you got 3 months. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? But it's just like, it's just whatever works for you.
Well, this
However,
year, sorry, I was going to say this year because we have just moved house and obviously there's lots of finance stuff and all that. And my kids are a bit older. We don't. This is our first year without Santa, so
mm,
I think I'm going to use that to my advantage, and Santa might bring some IOUs. And if it happens later, then the kids can. Like, they'll still have something on Christmas, but I think it's
yeah,
too just not making it such a big deal that everything has to be done on Christmas. If they've got some smaller things, and that's where we're at,
yeah,
and then they can have some things during the year.
yeah,
Especially
that
because
makes sense.
three of my kids have birthdays by, I've got four kids, so three of them have had birthdays by February, and then they're all year they're
Wow,
like,
just
no,
choppers.
we're so long waiting until next Christmas, so
Still
maybe
waiting
I could
next.
use these things for my advantage and go, surprise, you get a present in July.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
think it's okay.
exactly. Yeah.
They might
I mean,
just
you don't
have,
have to give them the Christmas in July. Just wait, get them
yeah, they
to.
can just have a random present. Surprise, here you go, Christmas has
Yeah,
arrived finally. So yeah, I think that's the key thing. Find some ways that makes you feel comfortable and the kindness to yourself, like taking some of that pressure off yourself, because a lot of it is in here that you're putting all that pressure that everything has to be a certain way, it's got to be perfect.
exactly. Yeah.
It's really not about that. I think that was a long waffle, but I think I've kind of got my point.
Oh, good. So remember, whenever we feel dysregulated, meaning when our nervous system is heightened, when it's high and not calm, the first step is not go straight into logical mode of fixing or doing. The main thing is you have to attend to what your emotional needs are in that moment. So you have this holiday map, right? You see these triggers. You got people triggers. You got, Minds is going to trigger me. She's going to do this. Rather than going straight into doing mode, you need to what? What have I been teaching you guys?
Is that about how you feel your emotions first?
It's what, sorry?
Is that your emotions first?
What about emotions? Tell me.
Like you choose your emotion first.
Breathe.
Yeah. So what are you practicing? You practice what rhymes with?
Getting in with the knowing.
Yes, close.
All I can think of is the calm, being in the calm. You're in the eye. That's right in front of my face because I've been doing that all week. So that's a good go-to.
Yeah. So that's the time when we practice self-compassion, right? So in that moment when your nervous system is heightened, you can't go straight into doing mode. You just need to be kind to yourself in that moment. You go, okay, these are the triggers: people, time, food. Let's say it's time. I don't have time. I'm running all this. You would be kind to yourself and say, you know what? It's okay. I'm doing the best that I can in this moment. This is the perfect segue to my next exercise, which is I Stay Steady by And this is the mantra that you guys will be saying whenever all these triggers start to come out. The people triggers, the time triggers, the food triggers. I want you guys to complete that sentence. I stay steady by...
Screaming
And
into
you,
a pillow.
what was that?
That's just like on the family jokes that come into my head. I scream into a pillow when I feel chaotic.
I stay steady by screaming into a pillow.
It really helps.
Yeah, it could
That's
be.
that's really not how you stay steady. That's once you're too chaotic.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, you're doing it because you're trying to exert energy. All it is just bundled up energy you're trying to release.
Sorry, Nigel, I have to take this call. Sorry.
All good. All good. So you can use this sentence to overcome whatever that trigger is. Let's say it's food. So you would say, I stay steady by eating protein first. It could be people. I stay steady by listening to my audio before I have to deal with other people.
So yeah, so seriously, like I would stay steady by doing the breathing because you can do that anywhere. Would that be like
Yeah.
the kind of thing? Like you take your
Yeah. How does it make you feel?
that actually really helps.
What's the emotion?
Calm brings calm. And now I'm like, I've noticed my kids have got used to it. So if they see mum go, they're like, quick, mum's doing a breathing, everyone quieten down. So
Yeah.
it's like giving my kids a trigger.
Yeah. Your breath is, think of it like your reset button for your nervous system.
Sorry.
So whenever you use your breath as your reset button anytime all these 3 triggers kick in.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, that one, like it's applicable to if it's people, time, food, anything. And
Yeah.
I've got to remember one thing that this is how I'm going to stay steady.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to exhale slower. That's what releases the energy out.
Does that like you do your, is it like you
Yeah.
breathe in for 4,
Different.
hold,
Yeah.
and then exhale? Yep.
Yeah. You can do your box breathing.
Yeah, on YouTube, there's a box breathing exercise with an actual timer. So it makes you breathe for 5 minutes, and it's a breathe 4 in, hold, 4 out, hold. I find that really helpful because it's
Yeah.
timing and it's making me do it, and I'm sticking to time, not just, oh, that's enough. So, yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Anyone else? One more. One more sentence. And then we're going to dive straight into question and answers.
I will go. I've got I stay steady by having a plan and then knowing and doing what needs to be done on the day.
Oh, in the done list.
Yeah.
What's the done list, Mary?
The done list is knowing that if you're going to roast, you know, the roast has to go on at a certain time. If you're going to make whatever else, that has to start at a certain time. So knowing that to get ready and have a meal,
Yes.
certain things need to be done.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
no matter how stressed you are, they do need to be done. So just you take one at a time and do
Sure.
that.
I'm gonna throw you a more harder question. Is the done list already done before those things are manifested in reality, or is that done afterwards?
It's done afterwards because this is planning a meal, not putting things on your done list.
So what is the actual done list?
The done list is Christmas is
What
over. The done list is your to-do list, but instead of it being a to-do list, it's a done list because in your mind you have to say that it's
In
already
your
done.
mind, it's already done.
Yep.
You are in the knowing that it's already done. You're in the knowing, you know the emotion of when it's already done. You don't wait for those things to be done. That's already in the to-do list. You've already declared it that it's already done.
Completed.
It's already complete. That's why I don't really like doing to-do lists, because the to-do list means it's away from us. And we're always chasing our tail over and over again. Whereas when I write my done list, I already visualize the things that it should be done. It's already done. I already know the emotions of how I would feel. So when it is done already in the moment, it reaffirms what I was already feeling already in the moment. Did I lose you there?
Yeah, rewind, repeat. That was gold.
So let's say, right? Let's say putting my Christmas tree up. Most people would put it in their to-do list, right? I need to put my Christmas tree up. In my done list is I feel accomplished putting my Christmas tree up. And I would feel happy putting my Christmas tree up. But it's not up. How would you feel happy? I don't need it to be up in order to feel happy. I can feel happy regardless. So when it is up, it only reaffirms my behavior and how I feel. And that means I get a dopamine hit. That means I keep having this positive feedback loop. Rather than going, I need to get my Christmas tree up, and then you don't get it up, and then you feel guilty for not having a Christmas tree up, then now you're reaffirming a negative feedback loop.
It's envisioning it completed, and when it's completed, you're feeling
already
good
complete.
about yourself.
Yes.
So that when you need to do it, it's not
Yes.
oh, I got to do this. It's this is going to
Very
look
done.
good, and it's going to be done.
Yeah. Like, and I'm not the one that just credit. If you think about the top inventors in history, if you think about Michelangelo, if you think about all these, they visualize their inventions and their masterpieces already in their minds before it's manifested into reality. If it's an artwork, it's already in their mind, and then they do the behavior, and they go, "Oh, that's what I envision in my mind already." Except this time, this is going to sound very cliche, your masterpiece is your life. So we're going to dive into Q&As. I had a few questions relating to how do I stay on track at events without feeling rude? So how do I stay on track at events without feeling rude? Does that resonate with you guys? Anyone?
Yeah.
Well, I gave you guys the tools already. That feeling rude means we're insinuating that there's guilt for being there. What other questions do you guys have? And I'll answer the next one.
Mine was like how to resist temptation.
How do you resist temptation? You don't.
Okay.
Whatever you resist persists. So the more that you resist the temptation, the urge will get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger.
So if you've said no to a piece of cake, eventually you'll eat the whole cake.
Really, yeah. So it's not about resisting that piece of cake. Is what I'll bring up what Heather was saying before about how she rewired and retrained her mind in terms of relationship with food. It's no long. It should not. I can't say should not. Your brain will not register should not. It's it's what you feel when you eat these certain foods that you feel you are tempted by. So, D, what do you mean by temptation?
Like when it's something you know that you, and I was going to say should not, so that a food that's not going to be good for your body.
Mm,
But then you think, it's so yummy, I just really want to eat it.
yeah.
So
What
then,
what what is not good for your body?
in my case, it's foods that have gluten in them, like having Hashimoto's and inflammation. So foods that have gluten, too much
Yeah,
dairy.
yeah,
But because I'm not celiac, I can have, like, I don't have obvious physical reaction when
sure.
I have gluten stuff. So then you can think, oh, a little bit won't hurt.
Yeah.
A little bit becomes, oh, I've had a little bit, so I'll have a little bit more.
Mm,
And then it blows out. So,
okay. So you give yourself leeway, or like you barter with yourself. You're like, it's Christmas time. I can have a little bit more.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just have one.
What do we feel afterwards?
I think then that does come into, like, if you really enjoy it, like, okay, I've just had that little bit, that was really yummy, move on. Okay,
Sure.
when it snowballs, then it becomes, why did you do that? You shouldn't have had that.
So what is that emotion?
So there is a difference. If you've got a good positive emotion, yeah, like you feel that was nice, but then when you start beating yourself up, that's when it becomes.
Correct. So we beat ourselves up, guilt. So there only becomes a temptation. If you think about the temptation, like if we label that temptation as the label, is just the byproduct of a negative emotion.
Say that again, Nigel.
The temptation is just the byproduct of a negative emotion. If you remove the negative emotion, is it still temptation?
No.
No, the label you've given it.
So that means all you need to do is replace the negative emotion and choose a positive one, and it no longer becomes a temptation. How do we do that? It sounds good in theory, right? How do you do that in real life?
It's like your chocolate and your strawberry last week.
Yeah. So how do we do that in real life? We'll make this our last exercise.
You remove the temptation.
Sure, you can do that. That's actually a good. It's actually like an option, right? Because if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So that means it's our environment. You don't get that trigger.
Mm.
I
But
gotta go. I've got an appointment, so I'll see
all
you
good,
guys
Mari.
later.
All good,
Bye.
Mari. See you later.
Bye.
So for you guys, what's another way you can add a positive emotion rather than a negative?
Don't think of things as bad. Everything in moderation is okay. I
Yeah.
can now eat chocolate and chips and say no to things. Like my son came home from work last night and a Hungry Jack's was offering me fries. And I went, no, I'm fine. No, thank you.
Yeah.
It smelled great, but I went, no, I'm fine. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I think in the past I would have said, why didn't you ask me? I would have ordered something too. But now it's just like, no,
You should have gotten me a Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
How dare you not give me a Sunday?
No, thank you.
I
One
sometimes,
thing.
I'd like sometimes if I feel like I'm feeling a bit weak,
Yes.
I'll say that food's not going to fix my emotion right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
and then I'll have a drink of water and go and get busy
Yeah.
and distract myself.
Yeah.
Mm.
That makes sense.
Mm.
One thing you guys would realize that food is not about yourself.
Mm.
Food can also be celebrating other people.
Mm.
True? When you have food, you create memories.
Mm.
True? So, I've brought this up in another masterclass called Bidding for Connection. Let's say whatever that temptation is, rather than seeing it as a temptation, let's say it's pavlova, and you have pavlova with your kids or your spouse or your friends, and you see it as I'm sharing this pavlova with this person because what emotion do you get?
Connection.
What's the
Happiness.
emotion?
Joy.
Happy.
Yeah,
You feel
love.
happy.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you're right. I lived in the States for 12 years, and my mother-in-law always did a big Thanksgiving meal and Christmas
Yeah.
meal where we had turkey,
Yeah.
dressing, sweet potato casserole. And
Mhm.
since coming back here, I've done that for the boys
Yeah.
just so that I could feel close to her because I was really close to her. And this was the first year I hadn't done anything for Thanksgiving because of my hip.
Yeah.
And I said to them, I'm so sorry. And they go, eh. It means more to me than it does to them because, that's part of their heritage as well.
Yeah.
It meant more to me than it does to them.
Because you have a memory
Yeah.
attached to it. Yeah. There you go. So D, how you overcome temptation is what?
That's how you think of it.
Yeah. Just share that food with someone that you like.
Yeah.
To put in simple terms. Share that food with someone that you like, and don't see it as I'm having this pavlova, what's going to happen to my body, or whatever. You say, I'm having this pavlova in this example because I get to share it with my sister, my husband, my friends, all these things, and I get to have this genuine connection with them.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's far better off your mind to think that way than having to think of it in a negative way. Otherwise, that negative emotion becomes an addiction, and we don't want that.
Yeah.
Any questions before I let you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend? So just to recap, what is one thing that you guys will take out of this session? Because remember, every week I teach you guys learnings, right? The process of learning is to change behavior. So what's one thing that you are choosing to change your behavior moving forward?
Break up with the disease to please,
Yes.
and stick to your 5-minute non-negotiables, because
Yeah.
if you're keeping promises to yourself, it means you're valuing this journey that we're on
Yeah.
and
Right.
yourself.
Yeah.
And don't stress.
Yeah, don't stress.
Don't stress the small stuff. Yes. Anyone else?
My new name is going to be Helen Da Vinci.
Helen Da Vinci. Creating your masterpiece.
You got it, baby.
Yeah. That's it. I love
I
it.
love it.
What about you, D?
I stay steady by
Breathing.
yeah,
Yes. Awesome.
and then I am safe.
Yeah.
And
Now, ladies,
and so
Yeah.
what
May well
if
be
there's
my
no dressing for the meal. I don't like dressing. If anybody wants not dressing, gravy. They can make their own
Gravy.
gravy. I don't like gravy.
Who's going to make the gravy?
Yeah. Now, ladies, did you guys enjoy this session? As always, awesome.
Always do.
Can I get you guys to do a quick message to the other ladies who have not been attending? How much would they benefit from doing this? And I'm trying to get them. Hey, you're stuck in a stress loop. I need you to come back in. Any words that you would give them, and then I could send this to them to motivate them. What can you say?
It's so important to surround yourself with people on the same path, because if you link arms, the journey is not so overwhelming and tiring.
Yeah.
And I didn't sleep well last night, and I went, sleepy, and I went, no, got to attend the session. That's what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I'm here, not having had enough sleep last night.
Same.
Yeah.
I just woke up at 6:30 again. Since I've started this week, I just keep waking up at 6:30. I went to bed late last night, and I woke up and I went, oh my God, it's 6:30, and I'm wide awake. So I think that might be my natural time to go to bed early.
What happens if they say, I just don't have time, I just have a lot of things happening right now? Everyone has a lot of things happening right now. So, like, how are you guys being intentional in showing up?
I'm valuing myself and valuing this process and this program.
And the change that I need to make. Yeah, exactly.
And if nothing else, I'm that spongy. If I'm paying for something, I want my money's worth.
Yeah.
Have your breakfast while we have the meeting. Then your time, you've done two things during that time.
Yes, habit stacking, correct.
Yeah.
And what I want you guys to understand, you're not showing up for me.
Yeah,
you're showing up for you.
Yeah.
I'm just facilitating
you're letting
this.
yourself down if you don't turn up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're showing up to create a better you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about giving you guys the platform to show up for yourself. And you're not really you're not letting, what did you say, Heather, just before? You're letting the future you down. That's the thing.
Yeah. Even my husband, he knows now that this is a non-negotiable unless I just physically cannot do it, or whatever. But he knows. He goes, oh, your meeting's this morning, and I go, yeah. So he just knows. And the thing is, what you do on the outside shows other people how serious and how committed you are as well, and then they'll take it more seriously.
Correct. Yeah. Which is
because how you do anything is how you do everything, I believe.
Yeah, it's true.
So I had an incident on Thursday. I had to go to the hospital to get my dressing redone. And as I was checking in, there was a lady next to me who had some issues checking in. I helped her check in, and we were both headed to the same department. And I started chatting with her, and I said, oh, I had my hip done 2 weeks ago. She said, oh, me too. Only to find out she was the lady before me with the same surgeon. And as we sat in the same area waiting to be called, we kind of discussed a few of the symptoms. And it felt so good knowing that I'm not the only one going through what I was going through. So, and then I came home and my son goes, did you get her number? And I went, no, I didn't even think about it. He goes, you should have got her number. You could have compared things and chatted.
Yeah.
But it was just nice knowing that since the surgery, I've experienced incontinence that I never thought I would experience because of muscles and everything. And she said, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So it was just great knowing that I'm not the only one. And this is what this is also helping, going through the stuff that we're going through and learning all the things we're going through. It's just great knowing that I'm not abnormal.
Yeah.
So in a roundabout way, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. You mentioned one word in that story a lot. You know what that word is?
I don't know.
Knowing.
Knowing.
So when you are in the state of knowing, you are in the state of familiarity.
Yep.
It's familiar.
Yeah.
And what is familiar is what is safe.
Yeah.
So in that moment, you felt safe in this moment. That's why I'm getting you guys to be in the state of knowing, because it provides you safety.
And you know how you're talking about the done list?
Yes.
And then on my done list is I'm walking without my crutches. I had my first home physio yesterday, and he was surprised at my range of movement.
Okay.
A lot more than he expected at 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he actually got me to walk without the crutches while I was leaning on my kitchen counter, which to me was like, oh, I can't do that. He goes, try it. And I did. So that's my done list, you know.
For sure.
Getting rid of these two best friends that I've got here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Just be persistent in staying in the knowing. That's the key. Visualize the feeling of being able to stand up, being able to walk, being able to, whatever it may be that feels like an obstacle.
Yeah.
You can overcome that by being in the state of knowing. All right. All right, ladies, I've got to rush. Good work today. I will see you guys next week.
Thank you.
See you guys later. Bye.